Arsenal to be banned by UEFA from the Europa League semi-finals? Yes, my people, welcome back to your boy's channel, and in today's video we are here again discussing the one thing and one thing only, and that is the European Super League. As reports start to come in of potential talks of Arsenal being kicked out completely of this year's Europa League, as well as that what is the guy who started this all, Florentino Perez, been saying? Let's discuss in today's video. Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Perez14, and yeah, the Super League again. Here we go again. Let's discuss, and let's get straight into this video. Right, first things first, let's discuss Arsenal potentially getting kicked out of the Europa League. That is right, all the work we've done, all the way to the semi-finals, just starts next week, next Thursday, up against Villarreal and Unai Emery, Mr. Good Evening. And then saying all that, yesterday we heard reports that Arsenal could be kicked out of the competition altogether because, of course, we are one of the 12 teams involved in the European Super League. First things first, from Fabrizio Romano, saying UEFA's decision about the UCL and the Europa League semi-finals will be made in the next few days after a meeting with a legal team. They will decide whether to exclude City, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Man United and Arsenal. Ceferin, the current president, wants to ban them as soon as possible. It's not decided, depends by the legal team. So in terms of the UEFA president Ceferin, he is making it clear from the get-go. The guy that runs the thing, he wants to ban Arsenal, ban Man United, ban any team that is involved with the Super League. But then saying that we've also got confirmation from the other side of the Super League in terms of Florentino Perez. Now this guy is the current Real Madrid president, and if the Super League is to go ahead, this guy is the Donny that is in charge of the entire competition itself. Essentially right now it's Florentino Perez versus football. It's Florentino Perez versus UEFA and FIFA. This guy, you know what, he's got some balls in it. But what his quotes were in terms of his interview last night, he says he's also confirmed that Real Madrid, Chelsea, Manchester City, Man United and Arsenal will not be suspended by the Champions League and Europa League semi-finals. Impossible, I can assure that. And so my man made it clear, apparently he believes it's impossible legally for Arsenal and other teams to get banned from the Europa League and the Champions League. So Arsenal fans, just breathe, relax, it's fine, we're still going to get to verse Unai Emery. Hold it right there, my beautiful people. Before we progress, if you guys can go down there and show some love to the video and smash it like, and also don't forget to subscribe to your boy. We are closing into 40,000 subscribers, so if you could take a time out, just click that button. It's free of charge, I would appreciate that. And you even had a report coming out from ESPN this morning claiming that UEFA have no plans to expel clubs with their competitions this week, and the next week's fixtures will go ahead, with Arsenal set to face Villarreal next Thursday. And so what that kind of confirms is that UEFA were bluffing. They were trying to scare the likes of Arsenal and United and Chelsea and try to force them out of the Super League by threatening them with things they really can't do. And what that tells you there and there is that UEFA are getting desperate. They're desperate for teams like, you know, the Arsenals and so to pull out of the Super League. And in terms of Ceferin himself, the UEFA president, he's kind of confirmed that today as well. And this is what he had to say today in terms of reference to the Premier League clubs involved. Gentlemen, you have made a huge mistake. Some will say it is greed, others is disdain and arrogance. There is still time to change your mind. Everyone makes mistakes. Man's trying to say nobody's perfect like Hannah Montana. Listen, let's get it straight right now. I get what you're doing here. You're trying to say the door's still open, there's still time to come back, and I can see, my guy, you are getting desperate. He also says to the Premier League clubs, come to your senses, not out of the love of football. I don't imagine you have that, but out of respect to the people who bleed for the team, out of respect for the home of football. So essentially he's kind of trying to play the card of listen to your fans, because a lot of fans of course are against this Super League, so I can kind of see what he's trying to do here, and I understand his concerns, and I can also see exactly why UEFA would be so, you know, scared about the Super League, because in essence what the Super League is, it's the next Champions League. It's an upgrade, if anything, in terms of the current teams in it and the teams that will make it. And essentially what they're doing with the Super League is taking out the teams that you would kind of say it's pointless on paper, like, you know, maybe Ludogorets, maybe your teams that even Ajax Amsterdam, who have won I think 3 or 4 or 5 Champions Leagues. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me, and it definitely does not come across as fair play, especially by the fact that there will be 15 to 12 teams in that competition already there just off the basis of their name and the money they have. This is all about the money. Everything from UEFA to the Super League to Florentino Perez, it's the money. Money talks, money FC, Football is money and it's a sad scene. But lads, I'd love to know your thoughts on the Super League in the comments below. I myself am against it because it's not really fair play, but I know there's a few men that are for it. So as I said, let's discuss down below in the comments. I'm sure there will be quite a debate. Moving on, lads, let's discuss the other quotes from Florentino Perez. I don't want to talk about this, Donny. I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm an Arsenal channel, but this guy is saying a lot of things regarding to Arsenal. First, in terms of UEFA, he says, UEFA does not have a good image throughout its history. Don't make me talk. Hey, yo, my guy, what do you have on UEFA? That's what I want to know about. Because quite clearly, my man is sitting on a piece of information which he's threatening UEFA with. My man is acting like he's Thanos from Avengers. Man's going, I am inevitable. He's going for UEFA and FIFA. You know what? This guy, bro, what is he? He also says that here at Real Madrid, we have lost a lot of money. We're going through a very bad situation. When there is no profit, the only way is to play more competitive games during the week. The Super League will save the clubs financially. So he's not even hiding it. He's saying it to our faces. It's about the money. We want to make as much money as possible, and this is how we see it happening. And in terms of the exact figures of what Arsenal could get if we were to enter the Super League, and these are some of the figures that were released yesterday, I'll tell you what, they are mad. A man said £350 million for participation, £202 million for television and broadcasting, £250 for winning it, and in total £802 potential million. Compared to the Champions League, £172.5 million. There is a lot of money. A lot of money is what these owners want. A lot of money will make a lot of profit for these owners, and this is why these clubs are so intent on breaking away and going to the Super League. And in terms of Arsenal, and if you were to get that money, where would that money go? Would it go into the pockets of the Stan Kroenkes, or would it come into their team, and would we invest that in better players? I'm not quite sure, and I'm not going to go there yet either, because we're not at that stage as it stands. Also, we have a massive announcement from the Premier League, and in a statement today, they claim about the Super League that 14 clubs at a meeting unanimously and vigorously rejected the plans for the competition. Premier League is considering all actions available to prevent it from progressing, and some have even claimed that these clubs could ask for the likes of Arsenal, United and Chelsea and so forth to get kicked out of the Premier League altogether. Now, I personally do not ever see that happening, but you know, things are escalating, teams are asking questions, and things are gonna go down. We also have an exclusive here from the Mail, and they are claiming Liverpool skipper Jordan Henderson has called an emergency meeting of Premier League captains to discuss a response to the ESL. A man said all the captains are turning up, man. My captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, man like Travis Scott turning up with, you know, the swag, and man like William Aubameyang behind him saying 50 and 50. Yo, listen, we're not that serious, let's be honest. I love Aubameyang as a player, but in terms of serious matters like this, is he the right guy? I myself, my opinion only, I'd rather send a Kieran Tierney, even a Granit Xhaka, because Aubameyang and your swag, I love it on the pitch, but off the pitch, it's not that serious. But if you are Arsenal, what would you guys do? Would you send the captain Aubameyang? Because of course he is the captain in the day. And also, first things first, is he even fit and available? Because of course he did contract malaria. Or is there another Arsenal player that you like to see Arsenal send to this meeting? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Moving on, lads, let's discuss the other Arsenal news. Let's put that Super League to one side for just a second, and let's get an update on the future of Zidane and how that coincides with the future of Martin Odegaard. And what Florentino Perez has said on Zidane's future: Zidane is happy. He's a top manager. There is a contract there, and we will see what happens at the end of the season. Now, what that would mean by Zidane staying is that Arsenal may just have a better chance of signing Martin Odegaard. It has been made clear in the past that the future of Zidane coincides with the future of Odegaard, and Zidane's just not the best fan of the player. Odegaard will want to play first team football week in, week out. He's getting that Arsenal when he is fit. So you know what? This here is a bit more positive news. Forget the Super League. This is what I want to hear. The Football Insider has also claimed that Arsenal are in advanced talks with Brighton to sign goalkeeper Matt Ryan on a permanent deal. An Arsenal source has told Football Insider that discussions to convert the loan into a full-time transfer are progressing well and are expected to be finalised. Now that there makes a lot of sense. Arsenal of course will need a new backup goalkeeper, because we know that Alex Ferguson, he's not the guy for us. And also Matt Ryan has Premier League experience, he's a good level goalkeeper, and most importantly, he would not be that expensive. Of course, last summer Arsenal were heavily linked with Brentford goalkeeper David Raya, but he would be a lot more expensive and also a younger option. But you also could argue the case, do Arsenal need a better backup goalkeeper to push Bertrand to the next level? Because Ryan's a good goalkeeper, but is he a first team goalkeeper? I myself am not personally sure. And if we were to sign a David Raya like player, he'd be younger and he's got potential to grow as a player, and of course he can compete with Bertrand as a first team goalkeeper. But lads, what would you do with Matt Ryan? Would you keep him or would you let him go? And if not Matt Ryan, who do you want to see Arsenal sign as a backup goalkeeper to compete with Arsenal's first team in Bernd Leno? And now going back to the Super League one last time, I promise one last time. First things first, they've announced there will be a salary cap in the Super League. Clubs can only spend 55% of the revenue on salaries. Okay, that doesn't sound that bad, I can't lie. And they have also claimed that the Super League referees will be equipped with microphones to explain all their decisions to fans in a completely transparent way. Now that sounds alright as well, I won't lie to you. But one thing that confirms to me one more time is that we are trying to make football into soccer. We're trying to make football Americanized. If you watch American sports like NBA and NFL, you will see the referees will explain their decisions on camera. You will see the salary caps of the NBA especially. And so with Arsenal, United and Liverpool all having American owners, it is all starting to make sense now. They see money, they want that money, and this is how they think they can get that money ASAP. But what will come out on top? Will it be the greed or will it be the football itself? We are gonna have to wait and see. Stay tuned on your boy's channel. As always, don't forget to subscribe to your boy if you are new to the thing. We're on the road to 40,000 subscribers, so much love and much appreciation. Also smash that like button and show some love to the channel, I'd much appreciate that as well. And if you want to follow your boy on social media, I don't mind that either. But there you guys go, that was the latest Arsenal news here and there. I hope you have enjoyed as always. The Super League, ESL, I don't even know anymore. I will see you guys soon in a bit.